Okay, we have the cheetah, which says get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. We have the peacock, let yourself stand out and be noticed. I've pulled all these cards beforehand. We have the hanged man that fell out on the floor reversed, 3 of wands, the magician, and 8 of swords and the sun. Okay, so Source is wanting us to get pretty clear on our intention and how we want to move forward in our lives, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, in our work, in our relationships, in our creativity, in our family, our home, whatever it is, in all ways you can relate this to. I was seeing that some of us are being a little stagnant because the hangman fell on the floor, and Source is wanting us to release any waiting periods that we were in. I was seeing that, you know how the cheetah is like right there, just standing there, not moving. Take that time, that pause, that break that you need, but use your wisdom in order to like move forward. I saw that some of us are stuck and not expanding forward as we're needing to. So I was seeing that some of us need to write some lists, get organized a little bit more, get focused, a little bit more motivated. That could include movement, like exercise as well. Some of us are too still, and that is what's making us like, I heard the word preemptive. Don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, so getting out of any like pause is a time to take action now after a break. If you still need to take a break, take a quick one, and then calculate your steps forward. It's okay for you to show off. It's okay for you to, and when I say show off, I don't mean in an egotistical way. I just mean it's okay for you to show who you are, your authenticity, and take up space. I was mostly seeing this. Obviously this is for everyone, but I was mostly seeing this in particular for my queer whānau, my African, black, indigenous, brown whānau family. You know, it's okay for us to take up space at this time, and this is what we're actually being called to do, because there's so much uniqueness within all of our beings and within our expression. We're all here for a reason. We all have our different stories to tell, and there's things that people can learn from us. There's people that things can learn from everyone, but I feel particularly for those people groups. 3 of Wands and the Magician. It's the time for us to do our research, to study, and we can do this together, especially if some of you are feeling like intimidated by like expanding. 3 of Wands is Sagittarius energy. So it's like moving out of restriction, and we had the 8 of Swords here. So a lot of us have like these limiting beliefs as well, and some of this is based off of conditioning. This could be things that we have acquired from like relationships, projections, just from society and stuff that keeps us kind of like entrapped. So we have Taweret here, Kemetic, Ancient Egyptian, Neteru, divinities, and Sobek. And the other cards that I have, Sobek represents rest and endings, and Taweret represents fertility and rebirth. And so just taking those two meanings, I'm kind of seeing I'm really hearing oppression, to be honest, within our mind state. And I'm seeing that oppression is like stopping us, or that fear of growth can be stopping some of us from actually just giving birth to the beautiful creations that Source, the divine, our ancestors want us to give birth to, that we're called to give birth to at this time. So some of us need to be a little bit more positive in the ways in which we're thinking. And I was hearing affirmations. So the way in which you can personalize your own affirmations, because I don't know you personally, and there's a lot of people that might watch this, what you can do is write, you know what your self-limiting talk is personally. So write down the things that are kind of opposite to that. So for example, if you're lacking confidence in an area, an affirmation that you can speak over yourself is, I am confident in this. And simple as that. And you can write that down and speak that over yourself every day at some point. Just to counteract this energy, you might want to make it an 8-day with the 8 swords, an 8-day ritual, an 8-day ceremony that you do with yourself, to just try and be more positive, even just for a week. Try to be more positive, and that can be a challenge that you embody or activate. There's reminders here that in expansion there is pain. We had the 3 of Swords at the base of the deck somewhere. So I was hearing growing pains as well. You know, it's natural to grow and to also feel the pain of growing, the things that you're grieving, that you're leaving behind, and also the things of the past coming up to be cleared as well. So it's okay for you to acknowledge that, but do some research. Like, even if there are things that you're struggling with, do some research on those things. Talk about your passions and ideas with others, because that's what's going to give you the resources that you need. The Magician is connected to all the elements: earth, fire, water, and air. And so Source is reminding us that we, in this expansion, in our growth, however we are wanting to grow, however we see ourselves growing, whatever we see ourselves leaving behind, we are capable of doing so, and we have the emotional, spiritual, mental, physical resources to do so, even if we can't physically see it or don't feel it, so to speak. I also don't know if this is Asa or Osiris, the ancient Egyptian Neteru, but I'm just getting that, seeing that energy, which is like a really intense energy of transformation, and sometimes this process can be quite long as well. So for those that have been undergoing a really long process when it comes to what you want to cultivate in your life, I feel like Source is reminding you to just be a little bit patient with yourself, and yeah, use these affirmations as reminders in order to move forward. I actually felt to pull from this affirmation kete basket, so let's see what affirmation Source has for us, the collective. I release complaining. I'm grateful to be a part of nature. Spend some time in nature to remember what you are grateful for. Focus on your blessings and what you do have. So that might be an affirmation for some, needing to focus on the positive things. And I'm also seeing, like, reminding yourself that you, are a part of nature, that you are growing. Nature is not stagnant. Nature is always shifting and changing, no matter the speed. We also have, I act with intention and precision. So that's exactly the same pretty much as the cheetah card. Get a bird's eye view on your situation. Get clear on your commitments and move towards them with intention and speed. Focus on your goals. You are powerful and capable. Yeah, I literally based this affirmation card off that card too. So it's pretty much come out twice for us. So that's an affirmation for you all. Let's do one more. I activate my divine power and strength. You are undergoing some intense changes and shifts which may require a lot of courage and strength. Do not underestimate your divine power. Remember all you have already gone through. Yeah, so there's some of us need to remember our magic, that we are magical beings, and I don't actually like using that word that much because I feel like it's ruined, but I'm hearing the word alchemy as well. We all have our gifts and the things and our talents and our skills and the things that we can use to alchemize. So some of us need to be reminded of how powerful we are, even though the systems, the constructs try to push us down or try to tell us that we aren't, especially again for Indigenous, Black, Brown, queer folk. So yeah, I'll leave that there today, fam. Sending you all heaps of love.